What's up guys, it's your boy Darkskin, and today I want to tell you guys about 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. Now before I do that, let's thank today's sponsor, Netmarble. If you guys don't know who Netmarble is, it's a company that has created multiple popular games such as Destiny Knights, Marvel Future Fight, Lineage 2, The King of Fighters All-Star, and one of my personal favorites, Knights Chronicle. Well, if you guys don't already play any of those games, you're in luck. Netmarble is releasing a mobile game called 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross globally across the world starting March 3rd. 7 Deadly Sins is a manga and anime series revolving around 7 individuals that go on a grand adventure. I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't get into the specifics. Now if you guys know me, you know I love 7 Deadly Sins. Not only did I shape my channel around it, I also binge watched the first 2 seasons of it as fast as possible. I also keep up with the manga that is still ongoing, enjoying the story each and every week as it unfolds. So you should already know how excited I am that 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross is coming out on mobile devices. The game brings you high quality graphics and very smooth console-like animations right to your phone. Most mobile games you play usually have lackluster quality and mediocre animations. Well, that is not the case with 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. Trust me when I tell you the game is beautiful and looks exactly like the original anime and manga. Their commitment to these things are amazing, to say the least. I love that this game gives me the same amount of hype and goosebumps I get from watching the anime or reading the manga. And before you say that you can't play this game because you're unfamiliar with 7 Deadly Sins, 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross has you covered on that as well. The storytelling in this game is among the best you will find out of any game in today's society. The crisp interactions between characters, whether it be friend or foe, is astounding. If you are diving into 7 Deadly Sins for the first time, Grand Cross will give you an amazing story experience that completely replicates the anime. So even if you haven't watched it, you will get all the info while being able to play the game. Not to mention, the game has the original voice actors as well as famous Japanese composers so that they can bring the anime right to your hands instead of just on your screen. My all-time favorite character in the show has to be King, so I think it's safe to say I was already immediately hooked, seeing that I was able to level and awaken my favorite character to make him stronger. But it doesn't stop there. Not only can you level up your characters and make them stronger, you can also unlock weapons, outfits, and headgear to make them even stronger as well. Then on top of that, you can give your units gear. This will allow you to have a really strong character by giving them attack gear. Or if you need a tank, you can give them health and defense gear. At first I thought this was all there was to the gear system, but little did I know they have gear for all types of builds. You want to build lifesteal on your character? They got it. You feel like building critical strike damage or critical resistance? They have it all. The amazing part is that as you progress through the story, the hub world changes to cater to the story. So if there's a character that shouldn't be there, they won't. Or if there's a place that was destroyed during this part of the story, it'll be destroyed when you go there. Between you going from one town to the next, visiting the Boar Hat, or going to the next boss battle to progress through the story, walking around this open world is not only gorgeous, it also brings a lot more depth to the game outside of combat, which most games never do. Speaking of combat, did I mention how absolutely incredible the combat is in this game? I've played a lot of mobile games in my life, but none of their combat compares to how awesome the combat is in 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. Grand Cross made sure that all the attacks and animations that are in the game came straight from the anime and the manga. They make sure to keep everything original to what we already know and love. From the normal attacks to the ultimate moves, everything is top tier. The animations, to the voices, and even the gameplay. Now I already know there is someone out there wondering, is there multiplayer? And I'm here to tell you that there is. There's PvE and PvP content. For the PvE content, there are raid bosses that you and a friend or stranger can team up to beat. Doing these raids will give you amazing rewards that you can use for a multitude of things in the game. Then there is PvP. PvP in 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross is the most satisfying thing I think I've ever done when it comes to a mobile game. The thing that separates 7 Deadly Sins PvP from other games is that in this game, there isn't just one meta or one team you have to use to win. In Grand Cross, you are able to use multiple amounts of teams and see success as long as you put the time and effort into it. In most gacha games, if you pull an R unit or an SR unit, you probably would just be sad and not use them. Well, in Grand Cross, almost every single unit in the game is usable for something, so you are never getting shafted. Not to mention, pulling dupes in this game is a good thing since you can make your character stronger with them. I'm telling you guys, it is all amazingly done. And don't get me started how free-to-play friendly this game is. Most gacha games are not that easy to play mid to late game, because you are no longer able to get gems to summon on banners, and in turn, it makes it harder for you to get the best units. Well, with 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, they give you a multi-summons worth of gems every week in PvP. And the higher rank you go, the more gems you get. If you climb high enough, you can even get more than 2 multi-summons worth of gems every single week. On top of that, banners have a pity system, meaning if you don't pull an SSR in 5 multi-summons, your next multi-summon will be guaranteed an SSR. It's like Netmarble thought of everything that makes a gacha game good and put it in the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. It doesn't stop there. The quality of life changes are what make the game go from very good to great. They are always updating things, making sure the player has the most optimal way of doing stuff, whether it be upgrading characters or switching gear from one unit to another. Grand Cross has you covered on all of it. As I previously stated, I've played a lot of mobile games for years. 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross is by far the best one. It isn't even a contest. I like 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross because it makes me remember everything I felt when I watched the anime and read the manga, while also giving me insane amount of entertainment for hours with non-stop action. Download the game now on Android and iOS from the Google Play Store and the iTunes. So that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to give it a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down below and tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.